Welcome back to Sunday Pips, reviewing pairs for this week. Like I told you in my last review video, I am not taking any trades. I'm in the middle of school exams right now, and not gonna lie, I'm getting cooked. But some of the setups did end up playing out. CAD JPY, I anticipated for a wick into the zone, retest around psychological level 100. On the daily time frame, that wick would have created a perfect pullback into this first area of interest, and it would have also retested the EMA, but it ended up happening at the second area of interest. And that's why I have multiple areas of interest, because I never actually know which area of interest price will end up retesting. On the 4 hour, I was waiting for price to pull back to the zone, then a shift of structure on the lower time frames for me to then look for my buys. We go down to the lower time frames to see if the shift of structure ever happened, and it never did. This was the lower high on the 1 hour, and this was the lower low. Price never closed above the lower high on the 1 hour, shifting bullish, meaning there should have been zero reasons to take this trade. Pull back to the second area of interest, we look for the shift of structure, lower low, lower high. Again, the shift of structure never happened. It ended up happening up here when 1 hour finally closed above the lower high. Okay, now we are bullish on the 1 hour. Why not take the trade right here? Taking the trade right here would have been like running straight into a wall. Why? Because if we look on the daily time frame, whenever price is under this area of interest, it tends to go down. Wicked into it, went down, went down, went down. The best thing to do was to wait for this to break above the zone first, retest, and then look for your entry. You got this beautiful bullish engulfing candle on the 4 hour, giving you more reasons to take this trade. Take profit was identified on the daily time frame. Whenever price is under this line, it goes down, goes down, goes down. Whenever we're under, we sell, we sell, we sell. Easy. Since I never took this trade, I'm gonna just remove this risk to reward tool and this line. USD JPY on the weekly time frame, I strongly believe the price was gonna make it to this weekly area of interest, and we actually did. We wicked into it. I was looking for buys in this move up to this zone. On the daily time frame, I was waiting for price to pull back to the zone, retest around psychological level 144.00, retest the previous structure point. We go down to the 1 hour to see if the shift of structure ever happened when price got to this area of interest. This was the lower low, the lower high, and this was the lower low. Price never closed above the lower high, shifting bullish, zero reasons to enter. Pull back to the second area of interest. This time the shift of structure did happen. This was the lower low, and this was the lower high. We closed above the lower high, shifting bullish on the 1 hour. But the problem with this is on the 4 hour, when we shifted bullish on the 1 hour, 4 hour had shifted bearish. This was the lower high, the higher high, and this was the higher low. We had already body candle close under the higher low on the 4 hour, shifting bearish when 1 hour shifted bullish, meaning if you took this trade at the 1 hour shift of structure, you took a counter trend trade, because you only had one time frame confirming your bias to go long. Only daily was bullish. You need a minimum of 2 time frames to take a trade, which is why I was waiting for 4 hour to break above this area of interest, closing above the lower high, shifting bullish, and then I pull back into the zone for me to then look for buys. The pullback never happened. No trades were taken. And guys, y'all gotta remember to go back to the higher time frames to look at the overall trend. You can't just be zoomed in on the lower time frames. You're gonna sometimes take counter trend trades by accident, and counter trend trades are not ideal. The trend is your friend. And CHF JPY weekly time frame, we had created this beautiful bullish engulfing, showing strong momentum to the upside. On the daily time frame, I was waiting for price to pull back into this first zone, retest around psychological level 200 for me to look for buys. We go down to the 1 hour to see if the shift of structure ever happened at the area of interest. Price stayed above the area of interest for several hours. I never do anything until price gets to my zone. We finally made it and we just went through it. No shift of structure. Got to the second area of interest. Again, no shift of structure. Price just continue pushing down. Got to the third and final area of interest. No shift of structure happened. This was the lower high and this was the lower low. Price never closed under the lower low, making a new low and then shifting bullish. That never happened. We just remained bearish until price finally closed above the lower high up here, shifting bullish on the 1 hour. And then it gave us the pullback that I needed into this area of interest. I guess price went for a little journey before finally coming back and giving me the pullback that it should have given me right here. And then we got this beautiful bullish engulfing candle on the 2 hour. Your entry, you should have took this trade right here. Easy, very easy. And the 2 hour was also retesting the EMA, extra confluence. GBP AUD, the last pair that was on my list. On the weekly time frame, we had created this big bearish candle, strong momentum to the downside. On the daily, I anticipated for this to create a pullback into this zone, retest around psychological level 600 and this daily zone. On the 4 hour, price was somewhere around here. This took the whole week just to pull back, so no trades were taken. I will probably look for sales on this next week. This was the last pair. Awesome. GBP USD, I didn't have this pair on my list. Somebody in the comments told me to check it out in the middle of the week. I love when y'all do that. It's like I got extra eyes watching other pairs, and this pair was actually fire. On the weekly time frame, we created this huge move to the upside, and what a coincidence, we slowed down after reaching this zone. We look at this area of interest on the weekly time frame. Whenever price is under, we sell. Whenever we're above, we buy. Whenever we're under, we sell. This continues until the beginning of earth. It's a very well respected area of interest. We go down to the daily time frame. We created this beautiful head and shoulders, and like I told you last week, there's two places on the head and shoulders you can look for your sales, one being at the potential right shoulder and the second at the retest of the neckline. You just wait for this to pull back, retest the neckline, and right here is where you look for your sales. I was looking for my sales at the potential right shoulder. Now it's a confirmed right shoulder since we closed under, and price created this beautiful bearish engulfing on the daily. What normally happens after a bearish engulfing, the next candle creates a wick pullback before having the push to the downside. This wick creates a pullback on the 4 hour, and this is where I look for my entry. We look at this on the chart. Let me just put this bubble thing right on the wick so we see it on the 4 hour. Okay, we go down to the 4 hour. 4 hour, the wick created this pullback on the 4 hour, and on the 30-minute, we created this beautiful evening start formation. If you didn't take this trade right here, you probably entered at this bearish engulfing on the 1 hour. I had my alarm placed right here to let me know once price closes under, and it was triggered, but unfortunately I was testing, I missed it. I don't think I'm ever mad for missing a trade. The only time I'm mad or maybe annoyed is when a perfect setup happens like right in front of me and I don't see it. That just means I wasn't good enough to see it, but this I did see it, so it's a win in my book. And take profit was placed at the zone where price tends to go back up. Once you reach there, we look at it on the 4 hour. Whenever price gets to the zone, we go up, we bounce off, we go up, we go up. What did I expect for price to do after reaching this area of interest? Bounce back up. It's that simple. All you gotta do is just look in the past. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss the next Sunday analysis. And I will see you guys in 2 days on Sunday. Peace.